We got this.
Danny Myers and the G105 Morning Show.
Post-show pod.
Post-show conversation from the G105 Morning Show on this Wednesday, February 16th. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Danny.
Now, this is where we're going to use two senses.
Yeah.
This is visual and audio. So if you are a podcast subscriber, you're getting the audio, but we're also going to post the video of this, which is another fun angle because Ben has a really hard time making eye contact with the camera.
Yeah.
Your eyes dart all over the place like a small rodent.
Well, you're in front of me and right behind my camera, so it's like I have to fight the natural ability to look up at you.
That's true.
Because you're right there. And keep my eyes on the computer.
But you realize they can go back and look at videos when I was not in the studio with you, and you suffered from the same issue of darting pupils all over the place.
Yeah, I do have an issue with focusing my eyes on one thing at a time.
But you're doing a really good job so far.
I think so.
Yeah, look at you.
I think we're gonna breeze through this. And
I'm looking right into your eyes right now. You're not uncomfortable? Am I bringing you a warm feeling making eye contact with you?
I definitely don't like eye contact. I definitely don't.
I've actually picked that up during the live show.
Probably,
and so when Ben is really focusing on doing something well, normally you would give them eye contact. I tend to look away because I know that already about you.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you adapted to that.
Yeah.
I've never been able to really connect on an eye contact.
I make eye contact with you when I'm talking, but when you're talking, I look away.
That's fair. I appreciate that. That means a lot.
But we appreciate you checking us out on the podcast today, expanding the conversation.
Yeah.
Ben thinks we talk about Wordle too much, so I understand we don't have to talk about Wordle.
Yeah, let's not talk.
But we could talk about Loodle, which is the dirty word version of Wordle. It's another 5-word puzzle, and it's loodlegame.com where you can try to figure out the dirty word. And nobody in our circle knows the dirty word today.
The Loodle is. I feel like not enough people are doing it. Where if like we were to say what it was,
we can't post it because we don't know what time of day, though. That's the problem with the podcast. On tomorrow's podcast, we can talk about the word for today. But anyway, good luck with today's.
It was tough. It's
very tough.
It's a shot in the dark for everybody. I think.
Do you know there's the online dating thing, and I've been in and out of it. You never did it.
I did it for a very short period of time. I tried Tinder and was so bad at it. I was just
I hated it.
I was so bad at it. Like I just didn't know how to strike a conversation naturally on those apps.
I think it's incredible. It's for the right person because some people they just don't care.
Yeah.
You know, like they just are about getting together and hooking up. And
exactly.
But for me, it was all about the feelings. And as I'm like rejecting people, the level of anxiety and sorrow that I'm like rejecting somebody just on 1 second looking at their face. I mean, it made my self-esteem go way down.
It's a little superficial.
I hated it. Yeah. I hated it. And then you're right. Well, then when you actually do match and you have to chat for a little while before you can meet up, that was always tough.
Yeah.
So,
are you still on any of these dating sites?
I have all of the profiles, so I'm like could activate at any time.
Okay.
And a lot of times, because I've been back and forth with both Tinder and Bumble, where I will go on for hours sometimes and then turn it off. Like, I mean,
You'll swipe one way or the other,
and then I'll match, and then as soon as I match and it gets to that like chat time, then I turn it off. I'm like, nope.
No, I'm good. Never mind. It was just fun to do the swiping thing.
Yeah, there is this because they say all these different things in terms of like upping your matches, things you can do in your picture, to up your matches. And one of do you know which one I'm going to mention?
Is it the animal one? They say put a picture with an animal,
but it's specifically now they're saying big fish.
Big fish.
So you're a guy and you're fishing and you're holding up your big catch is a way to catch more women on Tinder.
And
that's what they're saying. They're saying
that there's some, I don't. Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm being punny about it, but I'm also being quite serious that there seems to be a parallel between, holding up a fish because you're looking manly, and you're athletic and you're wearing the ball cap. And then you also have the catch. It shows that you're a man and you can catch a big fish.
Can I ask you, what is your profile picture on your dating apps? Is it the same across all apps or is it different? Does it vary?
I think the one that is my main, because you have multiple pictures.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the one that's
your first one, the one that they swipe on.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the same one that's my social media profile picture that I've had up forever.
You in front of a microphone or something?
It's me in front of a butterfly mural.
Butterfly.
Oh. You never noticed that one? You never noticed my profile picture?
I'm not very observant.
No, I know. And I'm trying to help Ben be more observant, you know, invest in other humans.
I get that. I need to work on that.
Because it does. I mean, that's where we've run into problems with this post-show pod, is that we end up talking about you because you don't invest in other people. I know. We're working on it.
But I'm gonna work on it. But okay,
the fact that because we're on each other's social all the time, that you have no mental image of my profile picture, which is the same on Facebook and Instagram. That's a little alarming to me.
Let me ask you this:
it's a little alarming. Yeah.
Do you know mine? Yeah,
yours is shirtless Cupid guy.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, because I notice, I'm like, he is a shirtless. And coming off of Valentine's Day, and I also wonder why you don't change that.
I like it.
I think it's funny. Do you?
I think it's funny.
It's interesting.
It's funny.
I think it's fine. Yeah. I don't think it's offensive. But it seems like one of those ones though that the novelty would wear off after a while.
Never. My profile picture for a long time, the one that bagged Carson.
Yeah, was bagged your fiance.
Bagged my fiance. Yes. She definitely thought I was a douchebag, but it was me like passed out on a couch with my head in a trash can.
Nice,
because I thought it was funny.
Now, do you often have to reply to people who have lost pets or family members on social media?
How do you mean?
Like if somebody goes on Facebook and says, "Hey, it's sad for my family. My grandpa just died." Don't you say you're sorry?
Yeah.
And you do that with your shirtless Cupid or your passed out on the couch picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that's a problem.
I get it.
Because I actually did get criticized, and mine wasn't nearly as could be offensive as you being shirtless as Cupid. But I had one where I was a little goofy in it, and somebody did comment. They're like, you're just commenting on somebody's parent that passed away with that silly looking picture on your face. I'm like, oh yeah. Good point.
I guess so. I guess I'm looking at it from my own lens, which is that I don't ever pay attention to anything, so I assume nobody else pays attention to everything. So I guess there is that element.
Did you hear the sentence you just said out loud? Could you just reflect on that for a second?
I only care about
see
what
it
I
through
think.
my own lens. So when somebody has lost a family member, I only see it through my own lens. No, we just have. We're having fun, man. We're having fun.
But this is what happens. This is why you do this every post-show pod.
Yeah. Well, this is one everybody can get together on. Sure. Inflation depends. Utility bill, and your house is maybe 1,800 square feet, right?
You're about spot on, about 1,750. Yeah.
I'm a nerd that way. Just walking through in my mind, I'm totaling square footage.
Yeah, you are nerdy that way.
But I do notice though that $300 for your heating bill is it electric heat?
Yeah.
Yeah. $300 is a lot for your 1,800 square feet.
It's the most it's ever been. That's our highest bill because that's not even including water. The water itself was $250. So, but yes, the electric bill. I'm like, what are we doing differently? Did we leave something on for months at a time? But yeah, we learned on one of the commercials that it's like the inflation.
So funny. What did that say?
Yeah,
wind that back. We need to play that again.
Roll that back now.
Now I can make you feel better because living in upstate New York when I was in college and we lived in low-income housing, in Section 8 housing, because we didn't have any money, and so we could qualify for one of the townhouses, and so that's where we lived. We had to pay our own utilities as part of it. It was a cheap rent, but it was our own utilities, and it was incredibly drafty. And we had such cold weather.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have many nights where it would be 15 below zero, and we used packing tape, that clear packing tape to try to seal drafts around the windows. But your friend Danny is not going to be cold. So I would fight back the draftiness by running the heat at 80 plus. And it was still not that warm in the place. But I would run the thermostat literally at 83, 85 to try to push back the incredibly cold weather. And I remember, because I had three other guys living with me in this townhouse. The heat bill came in, it was $760 for 1 month. Can you imagine for college students? And it was all my fault. It was totally my fault. Because I told him too. I'm like, all right, it's going to be a lot. I said it's going to be like 300. If it's a lot, it might be 300.
Did you have to chip in more extra because they were like, Danny, this is all you. Why did you?
Do you really want to know how we paid for it?
Yeah.
I ran a credit card and paid it all.
Oh, God.
I graduated college with $33,000 in credit card debt.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I don't care about it. Let's put it on credit. I'll get it later.
That's insane. That's insane. But I mean, I can't say that I'm much better because I've certainly worked up a credit card bill. But graduating college with that amount is like,
oh, it's impressive. It's amazing that they would give out that much credit to a college student.
Oh, they knew they would rack it up. They knew it. They knew that like these dumb college students who had no idea how to maintain themselves financially would just run it up and I'll pay it off.
But they had this weird thing too, and it's all changed, but the bankruptcy laws were also very easy. Mm-hmm. So you could, I had a lot of friends that just filed bankruptcy after college and they just wiped it away. And there was really, I mean, you had like bad credit for a few years, but you're 22, 23, it run up $35,000. I had a friend who did it. And this is, again, don't think this is a recommendation of what to do now because they've changed the laws. But when she consulted her bankruptcy attorney when she was in her 20s, the guy said, go ahead and get more credit and run it up. Go ahead.
Like while you've got it going before we file this bankruptcy claim?
If you have open credit, go ahead and run it up because we're going to file it at this date. So go ahead and do it. And so she was like, it was like shopping spree. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had gotten it because by that point I'd already paid mine off. Like I still haven't filed for bankruptcy. Knock wood. I'm sure I will at some point.
Getting there.
I've had the reality of it a couple of times where it's been like real tight to the point I was like, oh, it might be now. Might be the time I'm going to have to. So.
I've also felt like I'm like, oh my God,
so close.
What are we doing? Why do we keep swiping this damn card?
Yeah, I worry about you with the wedding coming up. And
we're working on it.
I know, but it's a lot.
I know.
$30,000. Do you think you can get your wedding done in 20-something, or are you really sailing over 30,000?
I think we're going to keep it under 30,000. I think we're definitely going to keep it under 30,000. We're definitely going to keep it under 30,000. We're definitely going to keep it under 30,000.
I believe you. I do believe you. I
definitely did have a little bit of a panic attack yesterday, though. Like as we were, because we still haven't like nailed down a caterer, and I was like, this quote that we got from this guy is way better than this $15,000 quote. But let's keep shopping around. But I was like sweating and pacing in my house, and I was like,
I know.
Looking at all the numbers, it's scary. It's a scary thing.
But it will be in some level of credit, though, right? Like you're not trying to pay this stuff off. We're
doing it as best we can, but yes, there is definitely some
carryover
for sure. For sure.
Where is it? Credit cards?
There's
personal loans. Where are you putting it?
We got a little bit of a line of credit from our home equity.
The home equity, all right, that's good.
It's not as bad.
That's your money. That's your money. That's not debt.
Yeah, I know, but it's still
that's good. Actually, if it is debt, it's good debt.
It's good debt. Okay, all right. That makes me feel okay then.
Because you can write off that interest. Oh, now we're getting nerdy talking about money.
No, let's not do that.
Any other business? We're over our allotted time. So,
yes.
But we
we are over?
Well, yeah, it's 14 minutes and counting here, friend.
I wanted to say something to you because we do a lot of clowning me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to switch it because we talked about this yesterday. I got to stop. We got to stop talking about Ben so much.
All right.
90% of this podcast.
At the last minute of today.
You're
going to start clowning me today in the last minute. Nobody's going to make it.
No, you got this. You got this.
I can't wait. All right, go ahead.
Those who stuck around. Danny, this morning, did you notice me with my headphones on? Like before you walked in the
I did.
studio as you walked in first thing?
Yeah.
And I think I told you, like, oh, yeah, I kept them on because I was recording something.
Yeah.
That wasn't true.
No.
I have my headphones on every morning when I walk in, when you first come in, because I shield my ears. First thing in the morning, Danny is the loudest person on earth.
Very loud.
The loudest person.
Very loud. Yeah, I am. And I love, just saying hello to the world.
I know.
I get very excited to see my friend Ben and ask him how his day was and those things. And Ben is blocking me out. Like he's putting his headphones on.
It's a muffle because otherwise I'm like... my eardrums are about to burst.
You shouldn't have told me because you could totally do this full pantomime where you pretend like you're working, and I wouldn't talk to you. I'm not an insane person.
I know.
Like if you pretended you were working, I would be quiet.
Well, I enjoy our morning chatter, but it's the decibel meter. We need a decibel meter in here.
Yeah, I have one on my phone.
I think they would go off the charts.
Yeah. Do you want to see what the decibels are?
And I don't know if it's that my ears are getting used to it throughout the day as you keep talking, or if it's that first jolt that's just super loud.
I know, and it's a small room too.
It is.
Okay, so we got the decibel meter. Okay, let's put it in between us. Okay. Actually, I'll hold it up to the camera here because you can watch this as well.
And so red is like super loud. This is me talking right now. It's picking me up, right?
Yeah, just to give you an idea, 90 decibels may be harmful, and me just talking to you right now is at 100 decibels, which is called dangerous. And I'm not even being loud. Like, this is me at like a very normal, if you look at this, just jumping when I talk.
It's going off the charts
to
almost.
Dangerous. Like my decibel, look at it.
Well, it hit up 110 almost.
Yeah.
But this is a reenaction of, reenaction?
No.
What's the word?
Reenactment.
Reenactment.
It is fun when you get more tired because you are a smart person, but when you get, look at how loud I am. Yes. Oh my God, it's alarming.
This is a reenactment of Danny walking in the door.
Before you do that, though, we need to tell people that are listening the difference between Ben and I's decibel.
It's insane.
Because we're about the same distance from this phone, but when Ben talks, it is in
70, 80?
60 to 70, which is loud to disturbing, just to let you know. And mine is almost always pegging over 100 decibels, which is dangerous.
Redlining. It's redlining.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dangerous.
Here it is.
Okay.
Hello, friend. Good morning. And that is like the first thing I hear after like a 45-minute, silent period. And it's so loud. And I want to know, I want to turn on, I'm going to get that app and I'm going to set it out. So when you walk in tomorrow morning, we can
to see how it pegs. And also important for the listeners to know, yet again, when Ben was literally screaming his head off to try to imitate me, he's still not making the same decibels I'm making just talking in a regular tone of voice. Would you please marvel at that?
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, that is insane. Like, I really do need to do some kind of...
I don't have the ability to hit the vocal like height that you have.
It's weird.
The decibel.
But again, I'm not really talking that loud, and it is at the top of the decibel meter.
It's not your fault. Your voice is just naturally loud.
Yeah.
And that's just...
It's alarming. Now that we've broken out the decibel meter to like actually see how loud I am, I think everybody around me can do like an OSHA dangerous work conditions complaint because of my speking voice. I mean, you're going to have damaged hearing just by being around me.
I'm going to need to put in like a work order or something.
You are. You're going to need to wear earplugs.
Earplugs, yeah. That's why I wear these when you first walk in because it muffles them.
That's fine.
And I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
No. But I'm not really hurt that much.
Good. Because that was the whole thing. It's like a lot of it's on me. We point out my flaws. This is not a flaw. Okay, it's a flaw. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make you feel better about it.
I mean, it's a not positive trait, which I think the definition is flaw. Okay. But that's good. That's good. Oh God, I keep hitting it. I am going to be self-conscious. No, I'm not.
No.
Because what am I going to do?
You can't do anything. Don't change yourself.
The beauty of this is
adapt.
Even when I was like attempting to speak in a slightly lower tone,
noticed that.
It's still 100. It's still pegging the thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
In your lowest.
I'm getting another app before tomorrow. I think this one's just... I think you put this one on my phone. This is rigged. All right. We appreciate you. Please follow so you don't miss any of the full show podcast or the post show podcast. We are here every day but Friday. I mean, we do full show on Friday. Prank calls on Friday, but this post show, we take Fridays off.
Yeah, we need a little break, a little R&R.
Ben's voice needs a rest.
Yeah, my ears also need a rest.
Keeping up with me. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Danny Myers and the G105 Morning Show.
Post Show Pod.